Hey guys, this is OracleDaphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to do an interesting tea reading for you guys. Wasn't sure if I wanted to post this on my Whale Called Moon channel or this channel, but today I'm back doing a special tea reading using 3 cups, which is gonna look to see like what's coming through the Lionsgate portal and post Mercury retrograde, so anything August 10th onwards. Interestingly, I almost said the word October, so for some of you this could even be stuff that happens between now and October, or things that happen by October. I have 3 cups, and the first one is a sage tea, which is kind of going to look to see the general energies that are going to come through. We also have an oregano and salt to see what needs clearing for this time. And I also have my lucky bird cup, which is lavender, and I'm looking to see what blessings, what's going to be lucky, what blessings are coming through during this time. So it's kind of going to be interesting reading. I've never really tried this kind of reading before. It's really creative and different. And I'm excited to do this reading today. Those of you who haven't subscribed, all subscribes are welcome. And for those of you who haven't ever booked a reading with me, I do private readings. You can book a reading with me by sending $100 through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. The links are in the description box. I hadn't anticipated being open for August, but I'm open for readings for August. So for those of you who want to book a reading this month, please go ahead and send a payment and email me. My email is also in the description box. And yeah, special thank you to everybody who's been supportive and donated. I appreciate all the love. The donate button is PayPal, but you can also donate through Zelle. You can also send a gift card if you'd like to my P.O. box for snail mail, or Venmo or Cash App, or the other links. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in and see what I get. I feel like some of you are going to be making some serious decisions during this period of time. You're either going to be at a crossroads, or there's going to be like a fork in the road where you're going to decide, okay, like you want your life to go in a certain direction, or you want certain things to happen in your life. And it's sort of going to be a time where you maybe I want to say do things differently than you have before in the past. This could be some radical shifts or changes. Radical shifts and changing. So radical changes to your diet, radical changes to your workout routine, radical changes to like what you do for work. This could be a radical job shift or job change. Those of you who are looking for work, I definitely feel like you're going to have multiple options. And you're going to know, like, you're going to be very decisive and be like, yes, this is the one that I want. It's going to be very clear to you. It's going to be like a slam dunk kind of thing where, it's the most money they're going to be offering out of the options that you've got. I also feel like some of you have multiple options as far as partnerships. And I feel like some of you are going to be weighing like what you want in a relationship and really thinking that through. Like, what is it that you want in a relationship? What is it that's important? Some of you are going to be working through, I want to say, some like baggage issues. So this could be stuff with child support. This could be stuff with exes. This could be stuff from like just sort of things that you're carrying around from the past. This could be anything with like addiction issues, or problems with, let's just say, a spouse. I feel like it could also be issues, baggage issues, could be also stuff with children from a previous relationship. I also see baggage issues could be also just, I want to say, emotional blockages. like things that are coming up to be processed. This could be anger stuff. This could be stuff that pops up out of nowhere. This could be stuff that you've stuffed down. It's very fascinating. In my personal journey, I have come to realize how important it is to process the things that we go through, whether it's trauma or whether it's good things or whether it's things that people have not done right. It's very important to process those things, be expressive of those things, honor those feelings. It's not easy on anybody, but it's necessary for your, I want to say your mental health, but also your emotional well-being too. I feel like some of you are going to be building something and working on, I want to say, a very solid, stable, like structured routine. Like some of you are going to have a very stable routine or very stable job or something, like working on like some structure in your life, whether this is maybe meal prepping or like setting up stuff to bill pay, like where you like don't necessarily have to be so involved and there's some structure. I feel like if you don't have a masculine energy, I feel like there's going to be a masculine energy that really gives some structure to your life. They might have their shit together, or they just might be like the kind of person that has a lot of structure and has a strong foundation somehow, whether that's a good savings or whether that's just their perspective. I actually feel like people that are very stable, they tend to have good routines and they tend to have good mental health, and they tend to have supportive families or people that are supportive of them. So they feel very confident in what they're doing. And they tend to also be good with money. And they tend to, it's not necessarily be cautious with it, but they know what to do with it. They know how to save it. They know how to spend it. It's just one of those things where they attract good wages and they attract good jobs because of their consistency or reliability. So these are some qualities I feel like you're going to see in the people in your life. I definitely feel like some of you are going to be attracting in a masculine that has some of those qualities, and or either if it's not going to be a masculine, it's going to be you exuding those qualities of stability and structure and routine, and like nothing's really going to mess with your life. Like you're going to like have a solid paycheck. Some of you may already have like a solid foundation, but for some of you who don't, this is like really establishing a solid foundation, pulling it together, having some sense of routine and structure in your life where you're not necessarily worried so much about things. I could talk more with the sage, but I want to switch to see what needs clearing here. And this is gray Celtic sea salt and oregano. And I'm going to take a sip of this. Hang on. Interesting. It's not as strong. It's stronger than actually you would believe, but it's not as strong as I thought it would be. There's some interesting messages coming through. Okay, so what needs clearing is anything that's heavy. Any energies that are heavy. Any energies that are not making your life better. Any energies or people in your life that are bringing you down. This is actually a very light energy. So I feel like some of you need to maybe eat lighter foods, cut out so much meat or dairy products. I probably would recommend, to me, this energy is so fascinating because this to me talks about like being lighter overall in your life. So what needs clearing is anything that like brings you down, doesn't make you laugh. So like you need to laugh more. Like that's really the message. Like it's really, really strong. It's coming through so strong that like you need to laugh. You need to do fun things. You need to go out and have fun. You need to focus on fun and being light. You need to listen to more music and maybe go to some art galleries and really, yeah, lighten up. That's really, it's interesting. I find that fascinating because, you know, people that carry a lot of weight tend to have toxic eating habits or very poor bedtimes, or they tend to, and I find myself, if I don't abide by a good bedtime routine, or I don't eat right, I become kind of hangry. So for some of you, the detox needs to happen with like your level of seriousness. Like if you're really serious right now, like it's like you need to really lighten, maybe watch some like a comedy, do some things that are going to lighten your load, ask for help for some of you. Hang on one second. I'm actually seeing this energy which talks about like a certain level of completion, and it's like it has to do with like I call it the crown path archetype. And the crown path archetype is very heavy, actually. It's a very heavy path to walk. It's doing things different than others. It's being a light worker. It's standing out of the crowd. It's doing things your own way. It's a very hard cross to bear. For some of you, I feel like you are going to reach a breaking point, or if you haven't reached it already, I feel like you're not going to be able to take certain things anymore. Like it's sort of like you're going to come to the end of your rope. I also feel the cross path, or sorry, not the cross path, the crown path. It's the crown path is one that to me talks about, and this is, I didn't expect this to come up today, but this is very personal to me and what I experienced last year. And the crown path is about, in some way, carrying the cross, but to me, the cross has changed sort of definitions to remind me of like the crucifixion. And the crucifixion to me is about a bunch of people doing wrong by somebody, casting somebody out because he was different. It's about not treating people right. And I feel like I actually thought to myself in 2025, wow, people are still doing that to others. People are still crucifying other people by ghosting them, by not treating them right, knowing somebody needs help and not helping them, knowing somebody is bleeding out or needs like serious care and ignoring it. The hardest lesson that I had to learn personally was people just don't give a damn. And people haven't changed in 10,000 years. And that is a sad fact. And I think in our culture, it's really awful. And it's interesting. What needs clearing is for some of you, it's an attitude change. It's a focus on needs to focus on other people, need to clear out this energy of hatred, need to clear out this energy of toxicity, need to clear out this energy of drama, needing to clear out this energy of religious persecution. I need to clear out this energy of religious clique type, group type energy, thinking, the tribe energy, thinking there's only one way to do something, or thinking in a very like group like way, and if anybody's different, there's no room for them. This is needing to make space for yourself, no matter who you are in the world, loving yourself, believing in yourself, and not letting other people persecute you, or not letting other people bring you down, not letting other people make you feel like you don't belong. This is radical self-acceptance, radical like freedom of religion, radical like, no, I'm not going to take any fucks from anybody. And I want to say, like anybody who is a part of my past, part of my life, and I feel like some of you still probably watch my channel, but some of these people that did the wrong still haven't really recognized what they did wrong. And so that's why we have religion today. Because someone needs, the preacher needs to tell the group, the tribe, what they did wrong. And what they did wrong was they made someone feel horrible, and they cast somebody out, and they let somebody bleed to death. And that's not right. There are people in my life that were willing to let me drown. People in my life that were willing to let me burn. People in my life that definitely, cast me out, weren't accepting. So this is about acceptance. What needs clearing, what the salt is going to do here, just by you guys looking at it, is going to clear some of that negativity. I would not engage with any people or beings that make you feel like you don't belong for any reason. I don't care what that is. And I will say that at some point, the crown path does get easier. And there's many blessings that come from this path. So those of you who are walking a harder path, doing things alone, going it alone, inventing things, creating things, doing things nobody's ever done. In fact, I don't think anybody has ever done this type of reading before on YouTube at all. This is creative content. This is content that's totally me. 100% OracleDaphne. Nobody else has ever made it. So some of you are going to be doing things that other people haven't done. And so don't let anybody give you shit about it. That's bottom line. Okay, I want to see what comes up for the lucky bird. And just so you know, this does have like a blue bird on it. I don't know if you can see that, but okay. What is going to be a blessing? That is so interesting. Okay. I'm seeing the words nacho cheese are coming through. Okay. I also see like these clusters here. I feel like things are going to come through in a fortunate way, in like a group, like a cluster of things that happen. So it's not going to just be one singular thing. It's going to be multiple things sort of happening around the same time. So it may come through the 8/8 portal. It may come through later in time. I feel like as we get closer to October, your blessings are going to become bigger. So like, let's just say like you, for instance, are making a certain paycheck right now. You could be maybe making double or triple that by October. For some of you who have business, I feel like business is going to radically shift and improve by October, like serious improvements there. Some of you are going to be making hand over fist money somehow with what you're doing between now and October, or like those of you who do projects or things like for your business, you're going to have more projects than you're expecting. They're going to pop up kind of out of nowhere. Some of you may have clients that you're not expecting to pop up out of nowhere. I feel like large chunks of money will pop up out of nowhere. And they probably will pop up, like I want to say the number 3 or 4 at a time. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 pops up, chunks of change. For some of you, this is getting paid from things that you've done previously. I'm also seeing that. So it's like a positive snowball effect or a positive harvest, I want to say. The blessing is in the harvest is what my guides are saying. The harvest that will come between now and October. I want to say by October. I feel like some of you, what's going to be fortunate is your sleep is going to improve. your complexion is going to improve. I want to say your clarity of mind, but I also want to say your emotional well-being. Those of you who have been hurt, I feel like there's going to be some amends. There's going to be some solutions. There's going to be some things that come through that bring you good fortune. I feel like anything to do with horses is going to be positive and fortunate. I feel like the horses are going to be a blessing for you. If those of you who work with animals, some of you may donate to a horse rescue. My favorite is Skydog Sanctuary. They are absolutely amazing. I feel like you have one of the blessings is you have help in spirit from, I want to say, some larger beings, very powerful beings that are going to be blessing you. I also see a dragon and I see a dinosaur. And so to me, they have to do with money and good fortune. So I feel like big blessings will come. The dragon to me is also about completing karma and being on your path. So I feel like going back to what I started off talking about earlier, I feel like the blessings have to do with the path that you're on and the things that you're bringing to the world and the things that you are talking about in the world and the things that you... the way you show up in the world. I love this. Okay, you have also, this is like a Star Trek reference. I saw a Klingon ship, and to me a Klingon ship is protection. You have protection from negative energies or entities that are bad. But I also feel like you have protection. There's going to be, this is going to sound this very specific. Some of you, it's a family member that shows up to be protective for you. This could be a family member that's passed or a family member that comes through for you that's alive. One way or the other, it's a family member that's protecting you. Now, this could also be a father figure or a mother figure that's not necessarily blood related. But in this particular one, I definitely feel like for some of you, it's going to be an unexpected family member that's being protective of you in some way. I also see some beautiful blossoming that's unexpected with regards to love. So some of you are going to have some unexpected developments within your relationship or relationships. I definitely see two people falling in love or like having a conversation about love and romance. It's very romantic. And I feel like once things kind of solidify or get established, you're going to be with that person. Like they're not going to want to let you go. You're not going to want to split up. You're going to want to be together. That's what I see. I think I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your love and support. Hopefully this reading was interesting for you. I send everybody big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Bye, guys.